So differentiation, in today's lesson we are learning differentiation is denoted by d over dx. Okay, and once we are differentiating y is function of x, so then differentiation of y with respect to x, so we can say here it is dy over dx. Okay, this dy over dx has different name. It is denoted by the letter m, and m is known as gradient. Okay, so dy by dx is denoted by letter m, m is gradient. Okay, there are a couple of rules we are going to follow. First rule is d over dx of x to the power n, we can write down nx n minus 1. Okay, d over dx of x to the power n, nx n minus 1. Is that fine? Yeah. Now, if we take example here like d over dx of x to the power 5, then what is happening? 5 is coming forward. See this n, then x, and 5 minus 1 becomes 4. So we can write down 5x to the power 4. It is possible for the fraction as well, d over dx of x to the power half. So half is coming forward and it should be half minus 1. So half x to the power minus half. Is that okay? And if we are taking x alone, d over dx of x, so x has power 1 here. So in this case, it is coming 1 x 1 minus 1. So it should be 1 x to the power 0. It is 1. So we need to remember that d over dx of x is 1. Now, things comes if there is any other letter apart from x and y. Okay, like here d over dx of any other letter, suppose a, then constant will be 0. So if we are not dealing with the variable, independent variable and dependent variable, and any other number is given, d over dx of 7, then it is 0. D over dx of a I have taken here. If b is there, then it should be 0. So any constant apart from x and y, if you are differentiating with respect to x, its value will be 0. So here we got another rule, d over dx of any constant would be equal to 0. Anything, whatever I'm writing in the rectangular box, they are formula. Okay, so we have got 3 formula. That is formula 1, d over dx of x to the power n is nx n minus 1. Second formula, d over dx of x is 1. And the third formula, d over dx of constant is 0. Okay, here it is given. If you read the first part, find f dash x, and given fx is equal. So if fx is x to the power 7, that is question number 1, a part. So if you differentiate d over dx of fx, so rather than writing this thing, we can write down f dash x. Dash means differentiation of fx with respect to x. Okay, and we need to differentiate x to the power 7. So 7 is coming forward and 7x 6, right? You no need to write down this way, d over dx of x to the power 7. This you no need to write down. It is just because we have just started, so we are doing it. So if we go for d part, that is your a part. Now we are going for d part. Here fx is x to the power 1 over 3. So f dash x, now you know f dash x is d over dx of fx. This one, d over dx of fx. So 1 by 3 is coming forward and x, and it is 1 by 3 minus 1. So you can simplify, you can write down 1 by 3x to the power minus 2 over 3. Is that okay? Yeah. Right? Now if we are going for j part, j is fx equal to this part, fx equal to 1 over x to the power 5. So this you can write down x to the power minus 5, right? Because x to the power 5 is gone up in the numerator, so x to the power minus 5. And if you differentiate, so here minus 5 is coming forward and it should be minus 5 minus 1, and it should be minus 5x to the power minus 6. Okay, start hating with the negative sign. Keep your answers in the positive. So this you can write down minus 5 over x to the power 6. If you want to write down this answer, that is also correct. If you want to write down answer in this form, that is also correct. Is that okay? Yeah. Any question, guys? Okay. Now you are going to try. I'm going to make circle here. These questions you need to try. Please try H part, I part, and K part. These three part, H, I, and K. So please try and match your work solution with my work solution. You can check your answer with my answer. So first is H part. H part is fx equal to x to the power minus 4. And if you are differentiating, I will not write every single time d over dx of fx as f dash x. I will write f dash x now. So minus 4 is coming forward, and x minus 4 minus 1, it should be minus 4 x to the power minus 5. Is that fine? Now I'm going to explain you I part. So in I part, here it is fx equal to 1 over x square. Is that okay, Athav? So x square is going in the numerator. What will happen with fx? What will happen with x square? X square, when it is going from denominator. Thank you. So x to the power minus 2. When we are differentiating, so it should be f dash x. So here minus 2 is coming forward, and x minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2x and minus 3. Is that okay? Okay. So don't leave answer in negative power. So it should be 1 over x to the power 3. Right? Now K part. K part is fx equal to 1 over square root x. In terms of power, how we can write down this, Ruqayya? Root x, how we can write down? Minus half. So first it is positive half in the denominator. When it is going up in the numerator, it should be minus half. Is that okay? Yes, Nimra, differentiate this. Which one I'm doing? So minus half, minus 1, and it should be minus half x to the power minus 3 by 2. Is that okay? Yeah. So this is the way you should be doing these questions. Let's move forward for another question. So I have given you two questions here, y equal to square root x4 over x. Yeah. So first you need to apply algebra here. Apply algebra here. So it is 1x and 1x will be cancelled. So it should be x to the power 3. Is that okay? x3. x3, it is, you can write down x to the power 3 and get rid of his square root sign. So it should be 1 by 2. So you can write down here y equal to x to the power 3 over 2. Is that okay? Yeah, I have used algebra here. Now you differentiate. So differentiate with respect to x, that is y, dy over dx, and here d over dx of x to the power 3 by 2. So what is the rule? What is happening with the power, Akram? What is happening with the power? This 3 by 2 power, what is happening? Yeah, bring it. Front or forward? Yeah, 3 over 2. And what is happening here? Yeah, subtract by 1. 3 by 2 minus 1. So 3 by 2 x, 3 by 2 minus 1. If you simplify, it should be 1 by 2. Right? Okay. Next question here. It is y equal to cube root x. Yeah, it is not 3x, it is cube root x. So it should be x to the power 1 by 3 and it is x square. Is that okay? How many terms are there, Iman? Two terms are there. So one is this term and one is this term. Yeah. So we can differentiate this separately and differentiate this separately. So see how we are moving forward, right? So if you put d over dx with y and you put d over dx of x to the power 1 over 3 and plus sign d over dx of x to the power 2. Okay. So here d over dx of x to the power 1 by 3. What will be the differentiation? Yeah. Minus 2 over 3 because 1 over 3 minus 1. Thank you. Okay. d over dx of x square. What should be the differentiation of x square? Anybody? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dillon. So 2x, right? So this is what we got it. Okay. So dy over dx equal to 1 by 3 x to the power minus 2 over 3 plus 2x. Okay. Is that fine? Sometimes they will say, see, I'm writing here with different thing. Sometimes they will say find dy by dx. If they say find dy over dx at 1 and 2, it means x value is 1 and y value is 2. So if we are following the same question number 2, and they say find dy by dx at 1 over 2. So first you need to find dy over dx. That is, we got 1 by 3 x to the power minus 2 over 3 and plus 2x. And then put the value at 1 and 2. So this is the way we'll write down. Dy by dx at 1 and 2. So examiner knows you are finding dy by dx. This is your dy by dx and this is your dy by dx at 1 and 2. So wherever is x, you can put 1. So 1 over 3, 1 to the power minus 2 over 3, and it is 2 and x is 1. So 1 to the power minus 2 over 3 will be 1. Okay. And 2. And if you simplify, it should be 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1, 7 over 3. Is that okay? So this is extra part when they have given find dy by dx at 1 and 2. Let's see more question based on this. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. Here it is 2y square minus x cube. So equal to 0. So 2y square equal to x cube. And here it is given y is greater than 0 and you need to find dy by dx. So you can write down y square equal to x cube divided by 2. Okay. Now, you need to find dy by dx. Is that okay? How we can get rid of a square? So if we take a square here and if we take a square here, right? So it should be y, right? And it should be x3 over 2 and it is a square root. Everybody is okay with that? Okay. Now let's differentiate this. Before we differentiate, can we write down this x3 over 2 to the power half? Yeah. So let's differentiate dy over dx. Here 1, this we can write down d over dx of x3 over 2 to the power half, right? x3 over 2 to the power half, can we write down like this? x3 over 2 and 2 to the power 1 over 2, right? And can we write down like this, x to the power 3 over 2 and that is a square root 2? Okay, so let's write down here d over dx of x to the power 3 over 2 and square root 2 we can write down outside. Is that okay? Yeah. Now d over dx of x to the power 3 over 2, 1 over root 2 is outside. So 3 by 2 is coming forward. Okay. And x and 3 by 2 minus 1. 3 by 2 minus 1 is how much? Half. So it should be 1 over root 2, 3 over 2, x to the power half. Is that okay? So this is your dy over dx. Any question, guys? Yeah, ask. Yeah, you can do it that way as well. Okay. Any other question, guys? Okay, thank you.